This is the workshop for one of IndyCar's leading young teams, the Tasman Motorsports Group. Tasman primarily operates a two-car team for Andre Ribeiro and Adrian Fernandez. The whole business of IndyCar racing is fascinating, and I'd like to take you backstage, behind the scenes, to discover more about this exciting form of international motorsport, including what it's like to drive an IndyCar. So let's go inside IndyCar racing. It's early morning, Gingerman Raceway, South Haven, Michigan. Bleak racing circuits like this dot the United States. Away from the crowds, glamour, media and the endless hype, IndyCar drivers, engineers and crew toil at these tracks for countless thousands of hours. It's often unrewarding, incredibly expensive, and they're looking for mere tenths of seconds. In the fiercely competitive world of IndyCar, this is track testing, one tiny but vital element in determining competition success. The opportunity for an outsider to drive an IndyCar is rare. Today, I've been given that chance, and over the next half hour, it's your turn to backseat drive a Lola Honda IndyCar and eavesdrop during the test session. We've arranged the ultimate pit pass, so you'll also experience the anatomy of an IndyCar, go inside Tasman's bunker, and there's a privileged opportunity to visit the IndyCar headquarters of Honda, the 1996 manufacturer's champion.
Vasser comes down, and he takes the checkered flag. Jimmy Vasser puts the arm in the air.
What makes IndyCar racing so appealing? With big horsepower and just the right amount of grip, the cars are exciting to watch. The racing is very fast and close. The varying track disciplines add spice. And from downtown USA, stretching around the globe, IndyCar racing attracts a growing and loyal audience. The 1996 season was no exception. It was dramatic and wild, yet Jimmy Vasser focused on pace and consistency. His pre-season goal was to finish every race. Come September, his strike rate was 100%. He finished every race and all but one in the points. The final analysis shows his team, Chip Ganassi Racing, along with his teammate Alex Zanardi, claimed 7 wins and 10 pole positions. 1996 was also the year of Honda. They delivered a crushing victory, 11 wins and 12 pole positions, and the 6 Honda-powered cars led a staggering 60% of all laps. 1996 will also be bookmarked as a year the Mega Penske team failed to win a race, despite being consistent and challenging for the championship.
The race leader has lost the engine. Can you believe this? Oh no! Within sight of the checker coming up the hill.
Other highlights? Michael Andretti at times swayed from calamity to legend, but won 5 races. Andre Ribeiro and Adrian Fernandez claimed 3 victories for the young Tasman Motorsports Group. And former Lotus Formula One driver Alex Zanardi made an incredible late-season charge with 4 pole positions in the last 4 races, capping the job with an amazing win at Laguna Seca.
So the battle for the PPG Cup. Look, look at him! Here he comes, and he gets him! Can he get him back? Can he hang on? Oh, look at this! Down through the first on the final lap. Alex Zanardi, remember, twice we've had the change on the final lap of the race this year. Alex Zanardi at the top of the hill, an area you would not normally try and pass. Ducks inside of Brian Herta. goes all the way off the course on the right-hand side, and Alex Zanardi, with a brilliant move, takes the checkered flag from the pole and the win here at Laguna Seca. Unbelievable.
6 different drivers stood on top of the podium in 1996, the year of Vassar, Honda, and a wonderful battle between tyre giants Firestone and Goodyear. 1996 also proved the great strength of IndyCar racing is its depth of competition and a relatively level playing field. Victories and podium finishes were not the exclusive domain of the wealthy big-budget teams. Finding success in IndyCar racing is a complex equation. Big dollars, technology, hard work, skill, application, and a sprinkling of luck are all equally important. Coming up next, we'll go behind the scenes with Honda and Tasman Motorsports to find out what's involved in taking a position on the IndyCar starting grid.
Here's the checkered flag as Jimmy Vassar takes the win. Alex Zanardi, as he looks ahead, takes it way over to the right, then comes over to take the checkered flag as Alex Zanardi has taken the win here. On to the front straight. He won at Loudon last year on an oval, and he does it again. Andre Romero, they're throwing their hats in the air, they're going crazy. Al Unser Jr. finishes in second, Scott Pruitt in third, Zanardi fourth, Christian Fittipaldi fifth. Look at this. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We said right at the start, they do like they're racing here in Brazil.
It was without doubt the most dominant performance of the season, and it didn't come from an individual driver, team, tyre company or chassis manufacturer. The hottest act of 1996 was the Honda Indy V8.
So Zanardi will head for the checkered flag.
Honda's Manufacturers' Championship rewarded almost 9 years of heavy financial investment, painstaking research and development, yacht embarrassment, and plenty of sweat.
As Andre Ribeiro finishes 200.
On track, it took 3 years for Honda to conquer the championship challenge. That makes the task sound easy. It wasn't. The project research began back in 1989. Behind the scenes, there was much to learn and even more at stake. Along the way, the project fell into plenty of potholes, and none worse than the debut year of 1994 with Bobby Rahal. Honda, the genius winning act recently departed from Formula One, was suddenly struggling in IndyCar racing with a host of problems: performance, reliability, and economy.
Number one was methanol. We'd never experienced working with methanol before, and its burn characteristics are just totally different than what were experienced in Formula One in particular. There you're using very exotic gasolines. They're really not even gasolines. They're so exotic in the petroleum chemical layout. And then moving to methanol, we applied a lot of the know-how and principles that we learned in Formula One to our IndyCar engine, and in reality it sent us totally down the wrong road. We were just doing things totally opposite of what we should have.
Despite the initial hammering, there was no suggestion of surrender. In fact, in 1995, an all-new engine reversed the company's racing fortunes in the world's largest automobile market. Ironically, Rahal walked away from the project, and near neighbours Tasman Motorsports took the gamble to take on the Honda V8. It was worth it. A stunning Indy 500 run paved the way for a maiden victory at New Hampshire.
And unfortunately, he'll see the checkered flag under yellow. His first win will come under a yellow, but still a well-deserved victory. Greco is the one that we thought. There's the checkered flag. Checkered flag for Andre Ribeiro, for Honda, for Tasman. Great victory here today, right from the pole. Ribeiro takes the victory as the yellow comes out on the final lap.
In 1996, the desire to bolt a Honda engine to your chassis was universal. The cosy one-car Tasman Motorsports deal with Andre Ribeiro quickly expanded to cover 6 cars and 4 teams. Vassar and Zanardi at Ganassi Racing, Ribeiro and Fernandez at Tasman, long-time Honda man Parker Johnstone with Brix Comtech, and Gilles de Ferran driving for Jim Hall's team.